Hello, everybody. Hello, all you gorgeous Geminis. This is your reading for the week beginning the 25th of November, which will take us through to December, won't it? The day after. So, wow. Worry. Gosh, Christmas is here just about, isn't it? It's a bit scary. We all get a little bit thinking about Christmas, don't we? Some of us, we get so excited. Others of us, it's like, oh, God, I've got to, I got to go and visit all the rallies. I've got to run around and do this. I've got to run around and do that. It can be a hectic time, can't it, as well? But anyway, it's a wonderful time for family and sharing, isn't it? Really is. And so, Gemini, we're looking at this week for you, and we are asking Spirit for some guidance. We are opening with messages for what it is we need to let go, and we are also asking for a message from our numbers deck. For those of you who follow me regularly, thank you so much if you're returning today. And as you know, the numbers deck, I always ask for a message that I look at the end of the reading. I don't look at the card. I put it over here, so we don't look at it. The reason being, it just seems to resonate with the whole reading that we're about to do and bring in some extra guidance from Spirit. And so, if you're new to our channel, my name is Linda Williams and I'm from Australia. And I love getting feedback and finding out where my followers are from. So, would you like to tell me that? Where are you from? And if this really does resonate with you and you'd like to give me some feedback, I will respond to you. I always reply to all comments made on my channel. So, Gemini, let's have a little look, shall we, and see what is it that maybe we need to let go of this week, that maybe have been annoying us for a while or whatever, or getting on our nerves. And it's rather interesting, I just said that. It's okay to be annoyed. That is part of being human. It's okay to be annoyed. That is part of being human. And the message on the back, the key is to let go of being judgmental of others. Fair enough. Preferences or feelings. Pref, oh, I beg your pardon. The key is to let go of being judgmental of others' preferences or feeling prideful about your own as the right way. Does that make sense? Accept that all relationships have their ups and downs. You have to have a sense of humour about the human condition itself and its seemingly contradictions and paradoxes. Now, the key is to let go of being judgmental of others' preferences, their preferences, and their feelings. We mustn't allow pride to get in the way of us saying, well, feeling that you're always right. That's really what this is all a message, because we're not always right, are we? So let go of any judgment. If you're going of anybody or anything that you're going through this week or you have been going through, let it go. Let it go now today. It's okay to be annoyed. That's fine. Okay. But it doesn't mean to say you've got to keep going on. It doesn't mean to say you've got to keep riding that negative wave, does it? Release it. Gemini, let it go. Best thing for you, for everybody. And the mechanism of surrender is simple and the truth is self-evident. What a beautiful scenery that is. It works during daily life, surrendering things. There is no dogma or belief system. You verify everything for yourself, so you cannot be miserable. So this is about you. Like, letting go of anything that's been annoying you. Just don't allow it to affect you. Because the more you think about it, the more you're keeping it there. You're not releasing it. And so you can't be miserable if you just believe in your own thoughts anyway. Just believe. If you believe in what you're doing, if you believe in your opinion, if you know that you're right, sometimes what we have to do, Gemini, sometimes we have to let go and allow people to be wrong. It's okay. Sometimes we have to do that. Allow them to make their mistake because they've got to learn too, haven't they? So, yeah. So this is for Gemini. So we'd like to ask, please, for some messages for this week. This is for the final week of November, isn't it? 2024. And what is it that you would like to say to all Geminis for this week? What guidance would you like to bring forward? And if they don't jump up, I will just come because this is the tool for spirit and they guide my hand anyway. So let's have a look and see. So we have the Empress. We have the a six of swords. That's the Nine of Swords. Yeah, that's so to that's the Nine of Swords. That's a shame. We have Temperance. We have Four of Wands. We have the top card. Okay, let's have a look. And we always take the bottom card. Okay, things happening very quickly. This is for the end of the week. Okay, let's have a look. So we have we have the Empress. So this is the very first card that came up for the beginning of this week, and this is about nurturing ourselves, looking after ourselves. This is the sowing of seeds. This is putting our ideas into action. This is following your intuition and knowing that everything that you concentrate on, everything you put your effort into, beginning of this week will be very fortuitous. There will be a happy outcome. And we do have the happy outcome at the end of the week. Some of us may go through a little bit of difficult decision making this week. It's very, very possible there could be some decisions that we might need to address, we might need to go through. This could also have something to do with this letting go here. It's okay to be annoyed. That is part of being human. It's quite possible this week that something annoying could happen that maybe you need to not get on, not allow it to take over, take control of the situation or your mindset in any way. So sometimes what we have to, realise too, Gemini, is that we do need to look at things differently sometimes. Sometimes things create uh, doubts or fears in our mindset and we don't always look at things differently. If this fellow was to take his hands down and just lift his head up and look around, he'd probably realise that things are not as bad as he thinks. It's just sometimes we can allow our mindset to take over and things can get bigger instead of just fading away. And when that sits next to the Temperance card, when we look at this Nine of Swords sitting next to the Temperance card. This is evaluating. This is deciding on something, trying to make up your mind, making a decision, not allowing your emotions to stop you from moving forward. So we mustn't allow our fears to prevent us from taking a leap of faith either. We have the Four of Wands. So this is a very, very good outcome. So there's a great outcome for the end of this week coming up. We have the Justice card, a major arcana, and we have the Knight of Swords. And of course, the Temperance is a major arcana as well. So please be patient when it comes around. For this week, if you're negotiating on anything to do with a property, like a home, career, business, whatever, be patient with you. And also, if you can, try not to jump in. Try not to jump in. Just take your time. Maybe baby steps may be a good idea this week. It's possible that maybe you should just take your time with something. But whatever it is that you do finally decide to go ahead with is going to be very, very successful. You need to stand your ground in a situation this week. You might need to stand your ground on something to do with your home or your finances, your career. It's very possible. Might just need to dig your heels in. Maybe that's what's causing all this stress. You're going through a bit of stress when it comes to, and you're weighing things up here. There's definitely a situation where you're weighing a lot up this week, aren't you, Gemini? You've got two lots of scales of justice, and I feel that the decision is not the easiest decision that you've had to make. And so let's not rush in too soon, okay? So we know that the Knight's a movement, but when it comes to the Knight of Swords, we don't want to be rushing into this creating issues that we don't have to. So if you're going through a bit of stress and strife this week with anything to do with legal situations, settlements, anything to do with your career or your work, try very hard not to rush in too fast. Just be patient. Be patient. But I am being asked to say to you as well to just bide your time this week on a situation, Gemini. So, and also it's important to focus on the positive, isn't it? Because the Empress is all about trusting your intuition. It's about nurturing yourself. It's about looking after yourself. It's about putting effort into taking care, healing, taking care of your health, and taking time out for yourself. So maybe this week, for those of you who have been unwell, it's very important that you do that. It's very important that maybe you take yourself to bed for a while and look after yourself. Take care of your health. That's it. The Justice card sitting here is about a just and fair decision. It's possible this week that maybe you're going to be asked to make a decision. You're going to find yourself in a situation where you'll have to make a decision. And so this is about standing up for your beliefs, making the right decision, and doing the right thing. But standing up for your beliefs when it comes to everything that's going on in your life. Especially, it could be family, it could be career. It's something that's important. It is something that's very important. So stick to your guns and stand your ground on everything and anything that you believe is the right thing for you this week, Gemini. Okay? Because what I'm feeling is that the decisions that you make this week, the choices that you make this week, are going to be long term. It's a long term production. It's a long term outcome, and so it's important that you do make the right choices, isn't it? And so be patient. I know that there is a little bit of emotion in this, but be patient. And my guide is saying that just bide your time, because and also don't be forced into making a decision that you don't want to do. Don't let somebody force you into that. Because you have the power here. In the Justice card is a major arcana, so that's the power card. So you have the power to make your own mind up, and make your own decisions, make your own choices. And so this week, Gemini, do not be forced into making a decision that's not viable for your happiness or for your future. Okay? Now I'm going to ask for some more guidance for you, Gemini, for this week. So this is the final week of November, isn't it? This is the final week. And we have the Knight of Wands, which again, we've got two knights here now, haven't we? We've got the Knight of Wands, which is about taking some action now. Okay, thank you so much. What else would you like to please add to Gemini's messages and guidance for this very important week, final week of November, please? We can come back. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands. So we have the Knight of Swords and we have the Knight of Wands, don't we? But the Knight of Wands has now come up against the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups. And so what is this saying to you for this week, Gemini? What is this saying about this week, Gemini? Well, the first thing I want you to know is this: that you are not all is lost. The Five of Cups is a card that says there's opportunity here to go in a new direction. There's opportunity to build again. There's opportunity standing behind him here. He can't see these two four cups. He can't see the bridge to the bridge that leads to the castle. He's not looking. He's not really seeing his future. He's concentrating on what he's lost instead of the opportunities that could lay ahead. And this is what this is saying to us this week, Gemini. Let's not concentrate on what we've lost. There's no point in that. Let's not focus on what could have been. Let's not focus on that which didn't work out, the business, relationship, whatever in your life. Let's not focus on that. Let's move forward now and realize, well, look, I did get something out of this. Okay, it didn't go the way I had planned. It didn't exactly work out the way I had hoped. It hadn't, it was, it didn't have the progression. It didn't have the situation. You could have lost a court case. You could have lost a situation. Something could have not worked out the way you'd wanted it to. And so this week now it's a case of, well, you've got to confront that and say, okay, well, what do I do now? Well, you take these two new cups and you start again and you build again and you build better next time. And this is about getting moving on that. Just you're ready. It's time. It's time now to make a move towards building a better future. Allow the past to go. Allow the past to move where it's meant to be, and that is the past. It's no longer in the present. It's no longer in the future. Let it go, so that you can put all your focus into what it is you want to create in your future. And this week's an important week that you make a decision. It's important that you make a decision. This is rebuilding everything up. It's rebuilding. When you take that path, when you move forward and decide, okay, I'm not going to dwell over, I'm not going to dwell on the negatives. It's happened, and that's it. So instead of feeling sorry for myself, instead of acting like a victim, instead of crying over spilt milk, so as they say, these are just metaphors. This is not you. I'm not accusing you of this. What we need to do is we need to say, okay, you know what? I've got the courage. I have got the courage to start again and to sow more seeds and build a future because I have the knowledge and I have the capability of doing that. And I'm going to stand my ground on that. I'm going to stand my ground on building my future again. Sometimes, Gemini, some of us, we have to, it's happened to me where I've had to walk away from something. When we had the pandemic, unfortunately affected my husband's and my business, which in a bad way, which was really terrible. And we had to walk away from something that we always thought was going to be our future. And it was difficult. But we just did it. We did what we had to do for our mental health, and we just moved forward. We didn't dwell on what could have been. We thought, well, we're grateful that we're here. We're grateful that we're okay. We're grateful that we got through this. So now let's start building again. And since then, we've moved forward very strongly because we both had that focus. That we don't dwell on. It's no point. It's past. And so we build again. We start building again. And we start again in maybe a different way, and what's the outcome? Well, the outcome is this, isn't it? This is the outcome. This is about paying off debts. This is about getting ahead, getting your money in balance, being able to build again and bring everything back into balance financially. And so this week is a week where you have to stand your ground on something, decide, make a decision. Could be about your home, could be what you might be working from home, could be, because we've got the justice card here next to the home and the property, could be a decision here that you have to make that leads to you maybe having to move in a different direction. So that's very possible. And so, a very interesting week. Oh, we've got the Wheel of Fortune as your outcome. So this is all going to lead to a whole new beginning and a fresh start. And I'm being told that um, this is the cogs. I'm being given the cogs in the wheel. What does that mean? The cogs in the wheel go round and round. The cogs in the wheel go round and round. Never heard it that before. I wouldn't have a clue what Spirit's trying to say. Maybe, can you tell me in the comments what he's trying to say to that? Because what I'm getting is that this is just the start of everything starting to roller coaster. I'm being shown. I'm being shown a snowball. As a kid, we used to build the snowman. We'd build his belly first, then we'd get it, we'd start, and then we'd roll it all around the snow, and it would collect, and the snow would cling. And we'd roll the ball all around, and that's what I'm getting a vision of, which is very strange, I know, but I've got to give you what I get, guys. And so I just see this building, this ball getting bigger and bigger, and you building and building and building onto whatever this is that you start again, whatever the seeds whatever it is that you begin to grow. You nurture it, you look after it. Okay, maybe some of you may have had to walk away from something, maybe you've had to let something go to start again, but the outcome is better than it was before. It's better than it was before. And so you're now going to be moving away from the stress and strife of life. You see how the knight he's walking away. He's riding away from this guy standing here. He's not riding towards him. He fell on the table, walking away. The spirit is saying to you, now it's time for you to move up, grow, but walk away from what there's no start moving towards building this great new future. Build this and build this whole new lifestyle. I'm also getting a vision of a home on water. I'm also getting a vision of a home on water. Um, and also doing something differently. Doing something differently. An entrepreneurial idea that maybe is different to maybe what you've done before, or maybe what your opposition is doing something a bit differently is something that I'm also getting for you today, Gemini. And make sure that you stand your ground on your ideas that are a bit different. When you sow these ideas, I feel they're going to be a bit different to the norm. So that's an interesting message, isn't it? Let's see what the numbers message is, the numbers card. 2020. Okay, let's see what's 2020 about. It's infinite potential. You see, it makes sense. That's why I leave this to the last. It always rounds it all off for you all, Gemini. Your soul holds infinite potential, Gemini, waiting to be discovered and brought forth in the world. I know it's a wheel, but it's around. It's the world, isn't it? Things go around the world. The seemingly impossible is but a fleeting thought, Gemini, a mere illusion in the face of your true power. Embrace the boundless essence of your being and allow yourself to soar beyond the confines of limited perceptions. What a wonderful message. What an amazing message for you, Gemini. So, my guide just gave me the word conquer. Conquer all. The potential to conquer all. Isn't that lovely? Um, that's a really nice reading. That's a really nice reading for the week of November the 25th right through to the end of the month. And on the 19th of November, we had a big planetary change, didn't we? And so there's a lot of changes going on in the world and a lot of changes going on in our world because we're each and every one of us will be affected by that. I think it's Pluto going into Capricorn. I'll look that up and give you some info on that one. But very positive changes coming. Gemini, I'd love to hear from you. I always respond to your comments. I like to, we do love to get feedback as to if we have guided you because it just encourages, especially me, my guides don't really encourage you, but especially me to keep on doing all of this work, because it is a lot of work. But we do it, and I've been doing it for a long time, and I do love what I do. It's a privilege. Would you like to give us a like? That would be great. If you'd like to subscribe so that you get notification of all the work that we actually do each month, then when you do subscribe, don't forget to click on the little bell and tick and put all. That way you won't miss anything. So, Gemini, have a wonderful week. I look forward to catching up with you next time. And until then, please take care, won't you? Bye bye for now.